I told my friend's husband he's a worthless excuse for a man. My best friend Laura is 8 months pregnant with their second kid. Her first labor was brutal, 32 hours that ended in an emergency C-section. She's terrified it'll happen again. Her husband Caleb acts like he's involved, shows up to ultrasounds, buys baby stuff, posts about becoming a dad again. But I've watched Laura do literally everything alone for 3 years. When their son Eric gets sick or has a tantrum, Caleb suddenly remembers he has a work call. Laura handles every night waking, every doctor appointment, every meltdown. Caleb handles his fantasy football league. Last Tuesday, Laura called me at 2 a.m. Her water broke. Contractions were 4 minutes apart. Caleb was supposed to drive her to the hospital, but she sounded scared and asked if I could come help with Eric first. I got there in 15 minutes. Laura was on the couch gripping the armrest through a contraction. Caleb was in the bedroom dumping out drawers. I asked what he was looking for. He said the hospital bag. Laura gasped out that it was by the front door where it had been sitting for 3 weeks. Caleb couldn't figure out how to install the car seat base, the base that had been in his car for 3 years. I installed it while he stood there holding the instruction manual upside down. We got Laura to the car. She could barely walk. Caleb asked if she needed her purse. She said no. He asked again. I took Eric upstairs to his room before I said something I'd regret. Around 5 a.m., Caleb called. He was freaking out. Laura was 6 centimeters dilated and the baby's heart rate kept dropping. The doctors were using words like complications and distress. Laura wanted me there. He said he didn't know what to do and kept asking what everything meant. I woke up Laura's mom to stay with Eric and drove to the hospital. When I got to her room, Laura was on her side with an oxygen mask, hooked up to about 15 different monitors. A nurse was adjusting something on the IV. Laura's face was pale and covered in sweat. Caleb was sitting in the corner chair on his phone. I walked over to Laura and grabbed her hand. She squeezed it hard. The monitor started beeping louder. Another contraction. The doctor came in and checked her. She was at 9 centimeters, but the baby's heart rate kept dropping. The doctor said they might need to do an emergency C-section if things didn't improve in the next few minutes. Laura started crying. Not little tears, full body sobs between contractions. I held her hand and told her she was okay. The baby was okay. They were watching everything. Caleb finally stood up. Then he started. Should I call your mom? Do we need to sign more paperwork? Where did they put my insurance card? The nurse looked at him, then looked at me. Laura had another contraction. The monitors went crazy. The doctor said they needed to prep for surgery just in case. Nurses flooded in. Someone was trying to explain the procedure to Laura while she was actively having a contraction. Caleb pulled the doctor aside. He was asking about recovery time, about when they could go home, about whether this would affect their vacation plans next month. The doctor tried to redirect him, but he kept going. How long is the surgery? Will she be awake? Can I still cut the cord? Laura was shaking now, gulping air through the oxygen mask. I moved closer to her, pushed her hair back. Another contraction. The baby's heart rate dropped again. The doctor said they were taking her now. They started wheeling Laura's bed toward the operating room. Caleb was walking beside it. He leaned over her. He asked her if she remembered where they kept the extra pacifiers at home, if she'd meal prepped anything he could eat for lunch tomorrow, if she'd paid the cleaning lady yet. Laura couldn't even answer him. She was trying to breathe, trying not to panic, and he was worrying about his next meal. I yanked him backward, hard. He stumbled. I got in his face and told him to shut his fucking mouth, that his wife and baby might be dying and he couldn't stop thinking about himself for 10 goddamn seconds, that he was a worthless excuse for a man. Laura had the C-section. Baby girl, 7 pounds, healthy. Laura's recovering. Caleb posts non-stop about being a girl dad, about being blessed, about sleepless nights like he's the one waking up. He took 4 days off work. Laura's doing everything alone again. Every time I visit, he makes comments about how I overreacted at the hospital. And every time I just call him a worthless excuse for a man.